Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope you're well. We're back in Poppyfields today. Last episode we did quite a lot of progress on our Komodo Dragon habitat here, which I think is turning out really nice. Certainly the building is so far. Need to do some work in the habitat, so that's what we're going to look at today. Thanks for all your lovely feedback on this zoo so far. Everyone seems to be enjoying themselves here, so that's really good. Very happy about that. I'm certainly having a good time. Now let's have a look. Where are we? Komodo Dragons. Let's just check before I do any more building. I want to see what they've got that goes in here. So food and water, and then we've got toys. Yeah, so nothing big, which is the main thing. Food tray. I do want to put a food tray in for them. There'll be a sensible place for a food tray. Probably over here where people could potentially watch. So let's do that. Now there is something I'd considered with this, with a water pipe. Using this to make it look, not as a functional item, but just to make it look like there's water being pumped into here. If I can position it in such a way. I don't know if this is going to look good, but I'm going to give it a go. And let's just see, I'm just wondering, can I just hide this bottom bit with just a few little bits of rock like this? Yeah, something like that. And then let's just reinforce that so it looks like it's sitting on the rock. Okay, so there's like a tap filling that in. Now I'm just going to check. You see, this is the kind of little detail that I want to try more in this zoo. Now I have no idea quite what this is going to look like, or if it's going to work, or if it's going to look too over the top. But let's just see. Unfortunately, it's going to be very hard to hide that, isn't it, inside the tap? I like it, but it's just, I feel like this just needs a little something extra. I'm going to keep going with this. What I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to just blend these pieces together, because if I can make a template using this, then I can potentially use it in other places as well. Let's just have a look. Are there, yeah, see, there are some pipes. I don't think they look, no, I mean that looks terrible. Let's just go metal and just see what we've got here. I just want something that I can use that just looks a bit more tap-like, you know. Such a shame. I really wish you could make these little bits invisible. I need something small. I'm just gonna, what have we got here? I'm really just trying to, I don't know, I'm trying to be creative, and sometimes the pieces just aren't in the game. I mean, that's at least a cable, or, you know, a, whatever you want to call it. Let's just see. It's not really going to be hiding the thingy, is it? No. What have we got here? We've got hinges. Big old iron thingies. See, I could obviously just do like a statue spitting water in, but I want it to look more real, more practical. You know, it's not meant to look fancy. It's meant to look like an actual thing that's pumping water into their pond. Is the idea. This is interesting. But it's still not quite hiding that, is it? Unless I kind of double it up. Is that going to cover it? Let's have a look. No, it's not covering it on either side, is it? Oh, this is frustrating. I don't want to spend too long on this. I just want the water to look like it's coming out, but it may just be that I have to leave it and just not have the water flowing out, unfortunately. I'll tell you what, that to me looks like a water spout. You see these things, you know, and then they have water coming out the top. But no, maybe not. Oh, a window grill. Wow, there's so many pieces here that I've never seen before. I want to start using these things. Look at that. That's a great piece. Stuff like that on a building is going to look amazing. Ooh, what's that? Okay, that's a light. That's not going to work. No, I'm not sure this is going to work. You know. See that? You could do something with these pipes, but they don't look good enough. Oh, hang on. Hello, hello there. Oh, I have not seen this one before. That is a cool looking pipe, isn't it? What is this called? A rustic water pump. Wow, I really should have just searched for water pump, shouldn't I? Right, I'm going with this one. This one looks better. Well, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Oh, hang on, no. I want that. Right, let's just see about this. Can this be buried in here? It's weird because when you look at it here, the top is invisible, but the rest of it isn't. I'm assuming there isn't an option to turn it invisible. You've got, no, the water effect, but no. Very annoying. Because it's still there. It's just so big. Ah! It's not going to work, is it? Fine. It's not my destiny, unfortunately, to have that. But I could, you know, I can still use this and sink it in. Because it does at least look like a tap. And it drips, I think. Yeah, it does drip. So at least, you know, it's there. I may disguise the colour, I think. Yeah, let's have it green. That's fine. Right, there we go. That's 10 minutes of my video wasted. Do you know what? I don't like the green either. Oh dear, this is not going well, is it? Let's reset. Do you know what? I like the blue actually. I don't mind the blue. Right, I'm just gonna rotate that a little bit. Okay, there we go. I apologise. I was trying to be really clever and it just didn't work, but there we go. Hey, that's life, isn't it? Right, so what else do we want to do in here? Our Komodo dragons definitely need some more foliage and some more. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at rocks. I like these mossy rocks, but I feel like they might want some other ones. So these ones. Let's have a look. Yeah, they're not. No, clearly that is not the right colour. It's very tricky to actually find the a colour that makes these rocks look good. Especially to match the moss. No, we're not going to do that. Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to find, wherever they are, those, no, the ones from outside. Where are they? Are they not in there? Let's have a look. These ones, what are these called? Moss, Campion moss. Are they not in nature? They are in nature. Good. They're obviously in the other bit of nature. That's fine. So yeah, I like these rocks. I think these look good. And that will they'll kind of continue that feeling from the outside. You see, you can overlap them a little bit as well, and kind of get the effect a little bit up here as well, like this. That might look nice. Really try and make these rocks look like they've been there a while and they've got all this stuff growing all over them. Great. And then a little bit around the edge of here. I don't want to go too over the top around here. We're going to have a whole load of foliage around here as well, of course. It's a shame that the colour of these things isn't quite matching the moss. But I hope once I get more foliage, then hopefully you won't notice quite so much. But yeah, I just love the look of this stuff. Okay, that looks nice. Terrain-wise, I think logically, I don't think they would have a lot of grass left in here, because they're wet creatures and they are heavy creatures, and they would do an awful lot of walking around and putting mud everywhere. So I think mud makes sense. That's a nice texture on the floor actually. So yeah, I do like that. Definitely want some bamboo in here. I'm not sure what I'm doing with this back wall here yet, because I'm just thinking this is sort of backstage really. So I might have like a backstage pathway for the staff that comes up here and leads to the rest of the zoo. It's tricky, so I want I guess the pathways will sort of crisscross a bit. I think yeah. I don't really want to cut this bit off of the thing, but I certainly don't want what am I trying to say? I'm trying to talk and think at the same time and it's not working. I don't want the customers, the public, to be walking along this bit. So I think what I might actually do is replace this glass here with something more solid, and then and create like a corridor here where staff walk. I think that works. But for now, let's just focus in here. Right, let's go in here. Let's go Asia, and let's have a look at what we've got. Let's stick with plants. So there should be some bamboo in here. What have we got? We've got Bengal bamboo. That looks nice because it gives you height. And obviously what I don't want to do is block off any traversable area with this stuff, or viewing. So if you're standing in here, you don't want bamboo right in front of you. But I could certainly get away with some of this. I want the more, that's it, the more clumpy bits. I want to keep this front area mostly free, I would say. I don't know, maybe just a little bit in the corner here might look nice. Okay, that's good. Let's have a look. quite like the idea of having a nice sort of dead tree or something in here somewhere. Maybe in the water. Don't mind that. I'm quite a fan of dead things. Now we'll just keep checking their heat maps. As long as they can still get up on there, that's good. Yeah, and they can still get in the water. Good, they're getting fed properly now, that's great. Ooh, this caribou moss, that looks kind of cool. Or does it? No, I'm undecided on that actually. No, don't think that's quite right. There might be some other bits that look good. Wouldn't mind some flowers in here, potentially. What have we got? Custard apple trees. I'm not sure I need more trees in here. I don't mind the odd bush. Actually, it's quite a nice foliage if you put it down. Sink it in a bit. Actually, it's really nice foliage. I like that. Got a few bits in here. Nice. I could definitely do with some of this back here. Lovely stuff. What else have we got here? Thin grass. See, this is good grass. So this is what I was imagining going around a lot of the edge. Where it's kind of, you know, the seeds have sort of grown into the corners and seeded all the way along the edge here. I think that would look really nice. Get a little bit further out here. Again, not quite everywhere, just a significant amount of this stuff. I think looks nice. Bring a couple of bits further out. Excellent. What else have we got? So that's the dry stuff. Not sure I need that. A fig tree. No, probably not. And we have a different type of bamboo, but I don't think we need that. Or ginkgo biloba tree. That's very cool, but I don't think. Do we need a big tree in the middle? Let's put one in and see what we think. Yeah, I don't mind that. I just want to make sure you can view well from in here still. Yeah, that looks really nice actually. It's always tricky with this stuff, just trying to get that balance right between making it bushy, but not too bushy. These hostas look fantastic. I want to put these all over the place. Because hostas are water-loving plants. They like being wet. So putting these around emphasises the fact that they are in a damp environment. So yeah, let's just spread these all over the place. So my next animal is going to be a badger. Can't remember who suggested it. I do apologise. Someone did. And I've been thinking about it, and I've come up with a very cool idea for a badger habitat. Hopefully I can make it work. It's going to involve an indoor ground viewing zone, if that makes sense, which it probably doesn't. What do I mean by that? Oh yeah, let's get some of the variegated stuff in as well. What I mean by that is an indoor viewing zone like we've just done, and then a hole in the ground, covered with glass of course, where you can look down into the den of the badgers. That is my plan. Hopefully I can make it work. I've thought about it. I'm pretty sure I've come up with a good way of doing it. God, I hope these hostas look good, because if they don't, I'm not deleting them all. think that looks good. Okay, what else have we got here? Not sure we need palm. Maize. Oh, I didn't know we had maize in here. That's interesting. Ooh, I don't know what that is. Lord and Ladies plants. Never heard of that. I'm a gardener and I've never heard of that. Meadow buttercup. Do we need? I'm not sure because I kind of feel like these trails where they walk would be kept fairly clear because they would trample most stuff. So I don't think we'd have this in. I mean, maybe a little bit around the edges here. Just the odd little bit. Looks quite nice actually. That, yeah, I don't mind that. I think that looks good. Right, we might be getting to a point now where we've done enough, but let's just chuck in a bit of that. Actually, that just adds an extra little bit of colour, doesn't it? Which I quite like. It's just growing in amongst all the buttercups there. Ooh, I quite like that. Again, just the odd bit dotted here and there. Layer upon layer upon layer is the aim here. No, don't need any of that. Ooh, what is that? I don't know what that is, but I like it. I really like it. Let's get one of those in. Let's get another one over the back here. I've never heard of that either. A Siberian pea shrub. Yeah, I like that. It's a really nice colour. Ooh, it's a slightly different sort of... Oh, this is a flowered version. Okay. Lovely stuff. I don't know what all of this is. This is all new. Wow, look at that. That looks cool, doesn't it? What is that? A tangled liana. Wow. That's awesome. So many pieces in here that I've not seen before. A vine. Interesting. Quite like that. I wonder if you could make it look like that's climbing up the tree. Well, this is a bit of a challenge, isn't it? I like a challenge. Right, I'm just wrapping this around the tree a little bit. I think that looks kind of cool. Like something's just climbing up the tree there. Wow. That looks really nice. I don't know what it is, but it looks good, like it's climbing up that tree. And then it can just disappear into the foliage there. Oh, I love that. That's a detail that I have not done before. But I do like that. I like that a lot. See, I'm always discovering stuff here. What is this? Leaf litter. That's not something that I've really seen before either. Oh, I like that as well. This is great. This is the kind of stuff that I really want to do more of in this series. Just discovering all these extra things. There's so many items in the game. You know, they release all the DLCs, and you can't really get around to knowing everything that's in the game all the time. You know, you just can't. It's just too much. But then you just come in and you just start discovering. I quite like having a little patch that looks like they're sort of regular walking routes. But yeah, look at that. That stuff looks amazing. I haven't done the water yet. I will do something in the water, but not too much. Do I feel like we're getting to that point where it's done? I do feel like this is getting there. Look, I love this. This is looking really nice. I still got the outside to think about. See, that is nice. I'm putting some of that in the water. I've used that before. That's a lovely plant. Look at that. You can have some tomatoes growing. Could do them outside, actually. That might look quite nice. Water hyacinth. I could have some of that in the middle of that. Right, let's just make sure they can still go everywhere. Yes, just about. Yeah, that looks fine. They can still use their rocks. They can go up and down the ramps. They can get in the water. Clearly the bamboos block traversable area, unfortunately, so they are a bit limited now, but it's looking good. I'm really liking this habitat. Nothing down the side here. I think that's fine because this is their access. I still need to work on this wall here. It's not quite there yet, is it? But I think from here, I think that habitat is looking really, really nice. So yeah, very, very happy with that. I think what I might do actually is just, don't know, what do I want along the front here? Do I want this mossy rock? Let's have a look. So what I'm just going to do here, I'm just going to create a small chain of these. And just see what they look like along the front here. Oops. Yeah, I think that will look really nice if I just continue that along here. Just line the pathway with them. So one thing I don't want to do in this zoo is, it's something that I think it's very easily done, is that you have a habitat and then you have another one right next to it and then another one right next to that. That's not what I want to do in this zoo because that's not that realistic. There would always be some gaps and some unused spaces as well in zoos. So there's other techniques that I want to try and use in this zoo. But there we go. That's looking really good. So I think what I'll do, I think I probably will change this back wall. I want to do some stuff growing up here as well because again, it's something that looks good is to have stuff growing on your habitat walls. So now what was it we saw down the bottom here? There was, hang on, where are we? Oh, I took the thingy off, didn't I? But you've got stuff like the wisteria, for example, that can grow up. Hang on, I think we've got, bear with me. Yeah, I mean, stuff like that growing up in places will look really good. The wisteria itself I don't really want. What I want is just the foliage. And there's not a lot of actual just foliage bits, unfortunately. But you could almost use stuff like this as well. I reckon. I can try. You know, give it a real kind of overgrown feel. You know, like you've just got these crazy hedgerows growing like this, and then don't hold me to this. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but because you don't have to know what this is. You don't have to know that it's a hedgerow. know, this may change, by the way. Just putting it out there. I'm just trying. I'm just experimenting a bit, and then whether you can just. Let's have a look. Let's just try and. I'm just trying to make it look natural, I guess. Now, what do we got on the bottom? Yeah, you've got a load of. See, this looks nice with it hanging down there, doesn't it? And then if you flip that up, you can then have it at the top as well. Yeah, make it nice and thick. And then get this turned downwards and lifted up. Yeah, and then you get this lovely sort of hanging stuff down the bottom here. Yeah, see, I think that looks pretty cool. And then you get something different over here. And it just creates that nice sort of overgrown feel, like the zoo has been established for a while. Yeah, I see this sort of thing in zoos all the time. And I could dot a few flowers in it or something and make it look like a different sort of plant, maybe. I am just going to turn that piece, in fact. Try and not have a repeating pattern. Oh, excuse me. Try and not have that repeating pattern. I think that looks really nice, actually. Cool. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. That's going to do it for this episode. Fantastic. Oh, I think that looks really nice. Okay, what do you think of the inside then of our Komodo dragon habitat? I think it's looking really nice. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you've got anything else you want to say, then please do. If you've got any thoughts on other animals that you want to see in the zoo as well, let's just keep the list coming. I'll just make a list and do what I can. But that's going to do it for now. So thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you've had fun. Please do hit the like button if you fancy doing that. And hopefully I'll see you again in the next episode. Until then, take care of yourselves and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.